I know that if you are a Christian, that you have likely seen within the past few days the hashtag Pray for Ukraine. Many churches are promoting this, and even if you're just Christian adjacent, like you just know Christians but you yourself are not a Christian, you've probably also seen this. So if you are a Christian and you're just overwhelmed emotionally, maybe in a depression or anxiety spell because of all these things that are happening, you're asking the question, what do I say? How am I supposed to pray for this in this situation? Let me give you some guidance in the form of 5 points that you can pray for that don't require any kind of special theological training. Number 1, pray for the church, Christians in Ukraine, that they will be courageous and resilient. That as things are going from bad to worse, that they will stay in the gap and they will care for their citizens, that they will not flee and abandon their fellow European brethren to their fate, but that they will stand forward in faith and that they will render the aid that is needed as it is requested of them, that in consistent historical fashion with the brotherhood of history in Christendom. Number 2 is that you can pray for the defenders of Ukraine, that they will also be courageous and resilient as they are facing a vastly superior militaristically foe, that they will use the materials that they have at their ready, and they will use it, and they will play the man in this situation. That they will be courageous and that they will be resilient despite the opposition. Number 3 that you can pray for is pray for world leaders, that they will not abandon Ukraine. They will also be courageous and resilient in the face of opposition on the floors of the senates and the parliaments and the organizational chambers throughout the world. They will not abandon the nation of the Ukraine to its fate, but that they will stand courageously alongside them and honor the oaths that they have made together to protect that nation. That they will not leave it idly. That they will provide the resources that are needed, the materials and tactical knowledge, and potentially even the personnel on the ground if needed. Number 4 is that you can pray for the American church, that we will not abandon the European church, the Ukrainian church, to their devices and to their fate, but that we will stand strongly beside them, faithfully. That when they ask for resources here in the coming days, weeks, or months, that we will be faithful to step forward and give them what they request, because we have the overwhelming wealth available to us to provide it. Number 5, pray that God's name will be increased in its glory because of this crisis. Nothing happens that he is caught off guard by. He knows both the future and the past simultaneously. He knows everything that is occurring. Nothing is new under the sun. All of that. That these things will culminate in a greater glory for his name through the salvation of lost people in eternity. So that peoples from every tribe, tongue, nation, and people group will be able to fulfill the prophecy of Revelation together at the end of time, worshiping God together in their own languages, in their own tongues, in their own ethnic dialects. If this is a tool that he wishes to use for that, pray that more people, in a way that only God can get credit for, will come to faith through this. So that's 5 things that you can pray for. If you want more guidance, consider this another reading list recommendation. It's called Live Dead Joy. It's a 365-day devotional. There's a whole bunch of Live Dead resources out there. You can find them on Amazon and other places. But it's all about how to pray for the church in hard places and how to pray for unreached people groups. And it will soften your heart towards those you do not know and do not know Christ. Pray evermore for Europe. Pray evermore for the church in Europe. And pray evermore for Christians in America to have soft hearts to provide those people with the things they need, that we will not abandon them in their time of need.